Hello guys, today we're going to be doing part 2 of the farm tour. Here we are standing in our shop where we work on our machinery. It's very nice. It's got all the tools we need. It's got parts, filters, everything, bolts, nuts, welding equipment over there. You've got trash cans. Super fancy. All the impacts, everything. We've got the 2 Milwaukee grease guns in the tote right over here. They are the first ones we go to whenever we go to grease something because they're just so much faster. And that is about it for the shop. So next, I will take you into our old shop. So this right here is my uncle's speedboat. It's really fun. Here's both of our pressure washers. They get a lot of use, especially after and before farming seasons. This is our spray truck. It hauls our chemicals to the field where we need them. We call it Old Bassin because my grandpa used to own Papertown Ag Service back in from 2002 to 2013. He owned it. Just odds and ends, parts, chemicals, stuff back here. This shop has not got much to show for. It's kind of old and there's not much that gets done in here. Fairly plain, but it used to get the job done for us. Now we can't fit much in it. That's a sweet cherry truck out there. So that is it for the old shop. Now I'll take you into the storage part of the old shop. This right here is the storage part of our old shop. We usually keep quad tracks, the 9180, tractors like that in here, 1066s. But right now it's full of seed. Once we get to the larger machine shed, we'll show the tractors in there. Here's one of our forklifts, the older one of the two. The blue one, bluish green teal color. That's at my house. This is an old Yale. It's got like almost 8,000 hours on it. It's been used. It still works perfectly fine. It lifts whatever you need it to lift. And that's about it for the older shop. Odds and ends of junk in here. Now, onto the machine shed. Now we are in the big machine shed. This is our MX270. It gets used for odd jobs, offsetting, bush hogging, whatever it needs to do. We're trying to sell it. Hit me up if you want to buy it. Here is our 9230 Case IH combine. It has 560 horsepower. It's a 2013 model, I believe, and it will demolish crops like nothing. It is huge. Here is our 9120 Case IH combine. Both of them are on tracks. This is my uncle's combine, the 9120. The 9230 is my dad's combine. Here is one of our grain carts, the J&M 1151. It is the one we don't use as often, but we still use it. Here, this tractor is on lease. It should be going back soon. It's an 8295R John Deere. It's a nice tractor. We like running it, but colors are wrong. It's not really that Right. Here is my grandma and grandpa's camper, the Big Country. It's a 41-foot long camper, I believe is what it is. I think we measured it. It's big. It's fun. Here is our 1250 early riser Case IH corn planter. 30-inch rows is what it plants. We plant 100% of our corn with this. We pull it behind the 275 Magnum. Save that for a minute. Here is our 1260 Case IH early riser. This is what we plant probably 3/4 of our beans with. We pull it behind the 385 quad track. It gets a lot of acres put on it in the spring. Here is the 535 Case IH quad track. It's the biggest of our 3 quad tracks. It is the biggest tractor on our farm. It has 535 horsepower. Our combine is just a little bigger. It has more horsepower. It won't pull as much, but it will combine. So this tractor we pull our 40-foot till with in the spring, and we do some fall tillage with it, I believe. Here is our 450 STX quad track Case IH. The transmission went out of it not long ago. Paint's really faded. It used to be a pan tractor. It's our oldest of the 3 quad tracks. And this one has got the good out of it. It still runs perfectly fine, just the transmission is not functional at the moment. Here is our main source of transportation, the ESGO. It gets us from about point A to point B within about 75 million days. I think that's it for the big machine shed. A little bit of chemicals, seed, odds and ends. That's it for the big machine shed. Next, I'll take you to the lean-to of the old shop. This right here, I believe it's a 2005 Ford F-250 gas. It's our service truck. It's got the service bed on it. I think it's got about 185,000 miles on it. It gets the job done. It's probably the best running out of our 3 service trucks, although the transmission went out of it not long ago. So this right here is our Case 580 Super K backhoe, and that is a very fancy hood latch motorcycle strap. It has been used highly, and it is tired, and it probably will get retired soon, but it gets the job done whenever we need it to. It's very wore out. Here is one of the 1066s of ours. This one we acquired not long ago. It had a loader on the front of it, but we took it off. And here's what it sounds like when it starts up. Did it die on itself?
No, I shut it off.
Okay, now that was very, very smoky. Ooh, look at all that smoke. This thing produces a lot of it. Oh, man. Smoke everywhere. All right, well, I guess we'll continue now that the smoke is still here.
That's bad.
Here's my uncle's 72-inch lawnmower. It's a Land Pride. I don't really know anything about it. I've never drove it. Here is our main source of grain transportation.
Yep.
Wheelbarrow. This is the Kawasaki 750 brute force 4-wheel drive 4-wheeler. It's my uncle's. Here is our Kilbros seed Veyor 260. It's a smaller seed tender out of the bunch. Here is one of our employees' Case IH 7130 Magnums. It's an older Magnum. It runs really good. It's got new tires on the back. It's a nice tractor. We use it for like mowing hay and baling hay and raking hay and hay work. Next, you'll see us at a piece of gravel that we park things at, I guess you could call it. Cashos is in there having fun. Here's my grandpa's Ford Bronco. I'm pretty sure it's a 1994 model, maybe. It's sitting back here because it needs a new fuel pump. And we just haven't got to putting it in yet. It says over here what year it is. Oh, it's wore off. It's a 93 model Ford Bronco. It runs really good whenever the fuel pump works, but right now we just need to put the new one on. Here is just a little mower. It works for mowing, which is probably what it's supposed to get used for. Little lawnmower trailer, 4-wheelers and stuff get held on it. Bucket for the backhoe. Here's our big blade. We pulled it behind about everything. Here is the tongue off of one of our header carts that got bent when the header cart flipped over and the bean head flipped over.
Some junk.
Here is our scrap pile. Tractor weights, tongues, exhausts. Man, that's a nice looking straight pipe.
For welding, somewhat.
That goes on. Actually, put it in the comments what you think that goes on, and then I'll tell you the answer if you get it right.
On the next
Here
video.
is a wheel for a quad track. Actually, I think it's called a bogey. Yeah, it's a bogey for a quad track. Openings, wood chains, things. Scrap iron back here. We'll get rid of it one day. Just random junk, scrap, augers, old blades to stuff. And here is an old disc, Massey Ferguson, that came with the Massey Ferguson that's in the lean-to, which I forgot to show you.
But we will in a second.
And here's a sickle mower that came with it back a long time ago. This disc has got a lot of acres on it from back in the day, a long time ago. And odds and ends of junk back here. Some pallets. Chunks of wood. Now here's our main tillage tool right here.
Yeah, very big.
Yeah, very large. A little, like, I think it's a 6-foot bush hog.
It's about 25 whole acres.
Here, let me open that up. We both have blonde hands here. If we can't get it open, I'll just tell you there's lots of other odds and ends scraps. Here is an old van body. It's retardedly cold here. Some duals for a 1066, some signs, some sprayer booms,
Yeah.
some tires, some everything, some planer things. from our old planners from back in the day. We've got about everything in here, just junk, stuff we don't really ever need anymore, never will. Eventually it'll get gotten rid of. That's it for this. I'll go back to the lean-to because I forgot to show you the Massey Ferguson. So I'll see you there. So right here is our chicken coop. Back in the day, it used to be a chicken coop. We can't get the door to open because it's frozen. So here's a view, maybe. That right there is a Mustang. Happens to be Fox Buddy, I believe. And it has been sitting in there for as long as I can remember. And then here's just onto into junk, see, bolts, junk. Oh, I hope that oil didn't come out from the bottom of that car. It's not a good sign. I bet it would still run. Maybe, possibly. I don't know. Well, I guess I don't think anybody really cares about what discs they are. Just dirt pan, bush hog, tittle all, real disc, and then an offset or two. Just one. And the other one of our 44-foot real disc. One of our bean heads you can just barely see right over there in between the grain bins. And then right above the fuel tanks, right over here, that is our old cat grader. Couple augers, that's the biggest bin that's here. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. 7 bins here. And that's it for our main farm. Here's the old shop, here's the chicken coop, here's the main shop. Then you got the big machine shed back there, the Ranger. We just did a burnout on ice. And actually, the ice is thick enough today because it's like negative 87 degrees. Just kidding, no, it's like 17 degrees. And I'm not kidding. Here's what a burnout does on like inch thick ice. I don't know if the Ranger was making the smoke or if it was maybe the tire. It was light smoke. So we're on. Then you've got this.
Get all the frosting off the ice.
Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe. Special thanks to this nerd right here for coming with me. And check him out on YouTube. No Brick Left Behind if you're interested in Lego stop motion videos. That's what he makes. Here's the almighty Ranger.
My YouTube channel's growing pretty fast.
Is it though?
Well, I already have 12 subscribers.
Wow.
Since December the 1st.
Alright. See you next time on part 3 of the farm tour. Be sure to do that with the little button right below us. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. See you later.